Oh man. Still ain't nothing better. Still ain't nothing better than being hydrated on a Saturday afternoon. Now look. What is this? It's 3:40 right now. I have the stream scheduled for 4 o'clock. What I'm gonna say is this. I saw y'all in the chat. Usually when I schedule these streams, I open the chat up and I just close it so I can have it for my for the stream or whatever, and I just go about what I'm doing. I stopped watching something I was watching to come on the stream. I saw y'all asking for it. I'm 20 minutes early today. I earned a little bit of good karma for being late those other times. So what's up with you, Caitlin? What up, Jahan Cena? What up, Tree Fitty? What up, Teddy Brickwater? What up, Manuel? 35-10 loss for us. What up, Bedbug Killer? What up, Eshawn? What's up? What's up? What up, Alton? What's good with you? Might have to open my door in a second. Alright, y'all. So, I'm going to do it like real quick, actually. Because she's about to leave. But, I had an epiphany. I had a real come to Jesus moment, you feel me? I had to look deep in myself. See, I was going through something. And then I got a DM from someone. And usually when people give me advice about, you know, what I talk about, how I talk about things, when I talk about things, I listen to it, but honestly, at the end of the day, I'm going to make my own decisions and do what I'm going to do regardless. But what someone said really got to me. What up, Tree Fitty? He said, Shellitronnn on my... Yeah, of course, Tree Fitty. Of course, appreciate that. And I think I saw... Hold up, let me see. Yeah, you also hit me with the... Let me respond to that real quick. Hold up. Hit me with the Tree Fitty on the Cashapp, too. I got big love for that. Let me hit you with something real quick. Hold up. Oh, this the one right here. Boom. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, YouTube tax-free? Of course. Appreciate that. But yeah, I had a real epiphany. Someone said to me, look, you're being real negative about the Panthers. I disagree. I'm not being negative. I'm just calling things the way I see it. If I see positivity, I speak on positivity. If I see things that need to be improved, I speak on the things that need to be improved, as far as I can tell. But then they hit me with this one right here, and it really touched my soul. You feel me? It really hit me right in the wrong side. It really hit me right in the heart. It is this side, right? Is it this side? I think it's this side. I don't know. I didn't go to school for anatomy, but they said, look, bro, when you're someone like you got a little bit of influence. You feel me? You have a little bit of influence. So when you say negative things and you get real down on the team, then other people start getting down on the team. You're real influential. Now, honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't feel influential. I feel like I'm a dude on the internet with a camera. You feel me? I give my opinion on things the way I see it. I'm not an expert. I didn't go to school for NFLology. You feel me? Hold up. Hi, Claire. Actually, I'll leave it open. She'll be right back. I ain't go to school for NFLology, you feel me? I feel like I just get on the camera, give my opinion and whatnot. But then he said, nah, bro, you don't get to decide if you're influential or not. It's the people who watch you who decide whether they're influenced by what you say or not. And it really hit me. I said, damn, you might be right about that. Now, usually I would still not care. But then I thought about it. I said, hold up. If I could possibly influence people who are just fans of the Panthers to feel or think a certain way, then what if I had actual Panthers players who watch the channel? What if I could influence them to play a little better, to look a little better on the field, to pretend to know how to pressure a quarterback, to pretend to know how to have consistent coverage on a receiver, to pretend to know how to hit a hole in the run game, to pretend to know that if you are not good in coverage, you better blitz. I know what Phil Snow told you, Tyre, but look, do not back up in coverage. You go ahead and blitz and you take whatever comes. If you get a sack, tell Phil Snow you made the right play. If it's your zone that gets cooked, tell Phil Snow you wasn't gonna make that play anyway. So at least you brought some pressure on the quarterback. It could have gone 50-50. But if you back up in coverage, you already know what's about to happen. It's gonna go for 50, as in 50 yards up the field, my brother. So I thought to myself, hold up. I said, wait a minute. What if I went so overboard with the positivity, the team had no choice but to play better? What if I started thinking to myself, hold up. Ain't nothing else in the world but almost rabid positivity. What if put everything in a positive light? What if every single facet? Did Teddy throw an interception? He might throw an interception, but look, he just asserting dominance. He's saying, look, what I'm going to do right here is throw this pick to you. I'm going to give you an opportunity to shine, but I'm going to come back later in the game. He's playing a 5D chess game with them that goes beyond the natural thought processes of mortal men. If I see Dante Jackson give up a touchdown, I'm thinking to myself, hold up. Dante just wants the narrative to continue so that when it's only 8 weeks left in the season, and he comes out and he starts getting picks everywhere, shutting down receivers every single down, every single game. He says, nah, you see, near the back end of this season, I really started coming along, bro. It took me some time to get used to Phil Snow, this new defense, all this stuff. I'm going to need my contract. And when it comes to a lot of these other things going on here, blocking, for example, pressures, for example, getting anything out of our defense, for example, I thought to myself, hold up. I said, hold up. There's no way that we are the Panthers and we're this bad. Now, if I was a Jets fan, I understand. If I was a Browns fan, I'd understand. If I was a Jags fan, I'd understand. If I was a Dolphins fan, I'd understand. If I was Broncos, if I was a Broncos fan outside of 2015 and even 2014, I think, I would understand. But I'm not one of those fans of one of those teams. So I thought to myself, what if it's my fault? What if it's my fault this team is not showing any signs of life? I'm going to work under that assumption. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a shot for a few weeks, okay? I'm going to give it a shot for a few weeks, and we're going to see how it works. Yes, the Broncos. They are dog meat right now. Todd Davis and Eric Reed. Well, yeah. But, I remember about Jermaine, what's his name? Tremaine, what's his name? I'm thinking of True Font. That's not his name, though. Y'all know what his name is. I didn't even care. I didn't do a video on him when he came to have that workout with us. He was on our practice squad. I could have had 2, maybe 3 videos on dude Carter. Was it Carter? It was Carter. I was thinking of no. Not Jermaine Carter. Tremaine Johnson. Yeah, Tremaine Johnson. Yeah, I know about JC. Yeah, I know about JC. Yeah, Tremaine Johnson. Did I say Jermaine? Did I say Jermaine or did I say Trumaine? I think I said Trumaine. If I said Jermaine, that's my fault. I thought I said Trumaine. But yeah, Tremaine Johnson. Yeah, when I saw he got picked up by us, I could have done 3-4 different videos about him being signed, about who he is, what he does, this defense, and about how he can help or hurt or whatever the defense. But look, bro, I knew at the time. I even said in one of my live streams, I said, look, I don't really care much about Tremaine Johnson, mostly because I've seen how dude played up until he got paid. This dude looked like he was gonna be one of the best corners in the league. Like, I'm talking about not just a Pro Bowler. He looked like he could probably be an All-Pro first team, like, consistently year after year after year. He got paid and he just stopped playing. The dude stopped playing, and I obviously I can't confirm this or anything, but I kept hearing that he was a bad teammate in the locker room, and that things were just not working out wherever he went. And I knew he wasn't going to make it on this team. And when we did cut him, and when we did cut Jermaine Johnson from the practice squad, it was not surprising at all. Because, I mean, look, or actually it is kind of surprising to a little bit to think that we said, nah, we're okay with putting out Corn Elder on the field every week over you, my brother. Yeah, we said, he said, nah, Tremaine, we're good on that, bro. We know what you did and what you once did, but we gonna rock with Corn Elder on the field instead, my brother. You can go ahead and hit the bricks. I never believed he was going to make the team, or no, I thought that even if he did make the team, it wouldn't really give us any wins. We wouldn't really amount to he wouldn't amount to like the difference between a win and a loss for us. Mostly because, look, it's not just a cornerback problem. You need an actual game-changing cornerback, and I don't think that him being on the Panthers playing on a very small deal is going to motivate him. He seems pretty unmotivated. Like if making that big money wasn't going to motivate you and getting cut from 2 different teams wasn't going to motivate you, then playing for a small salary on a team that isn't going to win probably isn't going to be the wake-up call for Jermaine Johnson, right? It probably isn't going to be the wake-up call that changes the way he plays and acts in the locker room, all that kind of stuff. I think I still should have made videos on that, but I never really had confidence in him being a big factor for this team. What up, Kamor? Kirkpatrick is garbage? I don't know. Do the Panthers win this weekend? Of course. Matter of fact, bet hundreds on it. Bet thousands on it, man. I'm talking about, hey, look, do not pay your mortgage this month. Bet that money on the Panthers beating these Chargers, okay? All of it. All of it. Not 90%. Bet the future of your living conditions on these Panthers beating these Chargers by at least 6. Letting Butler go? Who? Vernon? Who? Bring back Josh Norman? That could do something, maybe, potentially. What would he cost, though? You feel me? What would he cost? What up, 704? Dante puts up eye-pleasing numbers, but if you watch his film, I don't think he's even close to being a top corner yet. Dante Jackson is a top corner. Dante Jackson is one of the best corners in the league. Can he cover? Is he consistent? Is he very coachable? Is he fast? Yes. He is fast. He is fast. Now, am I answering yes to that question, or am I answering yes to all the questions before that as well? You'll never know. But what I will say is this. Dante Jackson is a monster. Tyre Whitehead is also a monster. You got to believe in these boys. Tyre Whitehead is a monster. Okay? Corn Elder, put that man, give him some chances. Give Corn Elder a real serious chance. Let the man start if you have to. He can put up numbers. He can stop these dudes. Okay? Panthers by 3, Panthers by 6+. Okay? Bring back Cam Newton. Why? Teddy's an MVP caliber. He's an MVP caliber quarterback. What are you talking about? He's in the MVP discussion. What are you talking about? Teddy's been fine. One of the best to ever do it. Better show love or grow love. Right now. Where's Eli Apple? Working. Eli Apple's in the hyperbolic time chamber. Training up. Getting ready. He's getting ready. He said, Michael Thomas, I want you. He said, Mike Evans, I want you. He said, Reek, we gonna see you in a few weeks. I want you. He said, Devontae Adams, I want you. Y'all don't hear me, though. That's the problem. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all don't hear me, though. He said, Calvin Ridley, I want you. He said, Julio, who? Julio. I ain't never heard. Is that an owl? Huh? compared to what Eli Apple gonna do to him. I seen an owl eat an apple. But it's gonna be the reverse. You hit an owl with an apple. Jeremy Chin is our best player. All of our players are our best players. Mike Davis is our best player. Reggie Bonifant was the best player on the practice squad, and now he might be tied right now for best player on the roster. Okay? He might be tied for not one of the best, but the best on the roster. Now, do I believe in Mike Davis? Of course. Will Mike Davis hit 100 yards versus these Chargers? Of course. But y'all don't hear me, though. If we had that KC kicker, what's wrong with Joey Sly? What you talking about? What's wrong with Joey Sly? One of the best to ever do it. Has Joey Sly missed a kick yet? I'm trying to figure out, like, we had one of the best kickers of all time before. Okay. His name was John Casey. Very clutch. Never had a single mistake one time in his career. John Casey was one of the best kickers to ever touch a blade of grass, let alone a football field. Okay? And now we got Joey Sly, also tied for one of the best to ever do it. He missed an extra point. I ain't see it. Where? Which one? Which game? Tell me the game. Tell me the time it happened. Tell me the temperature. And tell me how much wind was blowing. And tell me what the stock market looked like at that exact moment. If you can't tell me all that, it didn't happen. Okay? I need you to bring the facts to the argument. If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna sit here and you're gonna lie on this man's name saying he missed an extra point. He missed an extra point. Okay. Joey Sly missed an extra point. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid, huh? You think you talking some crazy? Okay. First game of the year, never heard of it. Week 1, like 6 minutes in. Now give me the other details. I asked for the temperature, the wind. I asked for the stock market. I asked for a couple other things. What was the grass looking like? How many fans were in attendance? And I don't mean just the fans in the stands. I mean the people who were in the boxes. I also mean the people who was out there, sweeping out there in the concession stands, that area. I want to know how many bartenders were out there and on the verandas, the janitors, who all was on the field, who was in the building in the stadium, who was working the parking lot that day. If we think Joey Sly is a problem, then we are dumb. Nah, we're not dumb. We're not dumb because we don't think Joey Sly is a problem. That's the thing. We're not dumb. There is not a single person in this stream right now, I promise you this. Not a single person in this stream right now is dumb. Because not a single person in this stream believes that Joey Sly is the problem. Not a single person in this stream believes Joey Sly is the problem. Okay? What up, John Cena? What up, Daniel? Verse Raiders PAT attempt? Never heard of it. I'm about to roll up so I can get like you? You mean roll up to the gas station and drink some water? Huh? I'll drink to that. Whew! Do you think we need to call up Tremaine Johnson? If he was still even on the practice squad, maybe. But he got cut, my brother. Watch the game? I watched the game. I saw Joey Sly be one of the best kickers of all time. This era, last era, the next era, Trevor Lawrence, who's that? What about Eric Reed or re-sign Gerald McCoy? Well, one of those things is impossible, and Eric Reed is not signing back with us. Yeah, why would Eric Reed come back to the Panthers? We'd have to offer him a dummy contract. Like, we really just cold cut him literally for no reason, and he knows why the rest of the NFL is not signing him right now. We look. Eric Reed would not pick up the phone unless we were talking about giving him a deal that's way more than he deserves. You feel me? Eric Reed is not even looking at the phone when the Panthers front office calls him. Okay? We can go on a 4-game winning streak easy, 4-2. We might go on a 6-game winning streak. You don't sound like a believer, my brother. You don't sound like a believer, my brother. You said a 4-game winning streak? A 4-game with this squad we have right here? What are you talking about? Why limit it at 4? Why do you stop at 4? Huh? 4 weeks? Okay. This guy here doesn't believe in the Panthers. He said a 4-game winning streak. Show a little faith. Can you show a little bit of faith? A little bit of faith in this team? Try. 4-game winning streak. If it ain't 6 weeks, I don't want to hear you say a word, okay? I don't want to hear you say a single word out of a win streak. It better last a month and a half. I want 45 days of straight wins. Nothing but W's. Bolts 35, Panthers 14. You must be off the pack. Alright? Now let me show you a few other people who are off the pack. ESPN. What you can see here is just the expert split on picking Panthers or Chargers for a Week 3 matchup. ESPN picked the Chargers. I won't lie to you. I don't even know what is this? What is it? This is a magazine. I don't know who they are, but they said that they're going with the Chargers. Couldn't tell you why. Don't know when, who, and then what. Come on now. I'm talking about where. CBS Sports, a very reputable, probably one of the more popular of any sports news outlet. Now these guys know what they're talking about. These boys here, they've read the books. They ran the numbers. They did the calculations. Okay? They did the calculations. CBS Sports says the Panthers going to win. CBS Sports says the Panthers going to win. Will Brinson, this is a smart guy. 31-24. I don't like this word. This word upset. This word upset makes me upset. We are a very talented team. One of the most talented teams in the whole nation. I'm not going to lie to you. When we beat the Chargers, it will not be an upset. And I'll get to the reasons why this team, built around an absolute star, the face of this franchise. Actually, we have two. One is Tyre Whitehead, who was voted captain by his peers, and one is Dante Jackson, a sleeping giant. He's been asleep for 3 years now. 2 years now. He's been asleep for a couple years now, right? He's been asleep for a couple years now, but he's finna wake up. Dante's about to wake up. And once Dante wakes up, he's gonna run fast. Will he have consistent coverage? Will he get more picks? Will he shut down a single receiver, whether they're the number 1 receiver on the team or the number 5 receiver on the team? Will he run fast? Yes, he will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once Dante wakes up, we're going to see something, okay? We're going to see something. Sporting News picked the Chargers. Couldn't tell you why. That black cat is SUPERCHAT's son. Monday Morning Quarterback said all 6 of MMQB's experts picked the Chargers to win. I don't know, bro. I got my suspicions as to why they said that, but I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to bring politics into this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yahoo Sports says the Panthers. Now Yahoo Sports, I stay on Yahoo Sports all the time. I don't really look at any other content. I don't really look at any other sports news or any other website. I stay on Yahoo Sports because they actually know what they're talking about. The only place I will ever get any of my Panthers information is Yahoo Sports and CBS Sports. These two outlets, these two media groups actually know what they talk about when they fix their lips to speak on the Panthers. You think Russell Okung experience of the Chargers O-line will help our pass rush? That's a great question. I thought that he's questionable. See, I knew he was a DNP Thursday. Did not know about him being a full participant on Friday, just yesterday. It might, but probably not a big deal. I mean, Russell Okung's been all right. I don't think that he's gonna play like extremely better, or that him being at left tackle is gonna be able to tell anyone on the team like, hey yo, Taylor Moton, watch this move right here that they run on this play. Like, I don't know exactly what he's gonna tell other players like Schofield, like, hey, watch out for this move, or I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. If it's just him, maybe. I don't know if he can affect the whole O-line to play significantly better versus the Chargers D-line. Maybe him personally, but I just don't see him saying and breaking down dudes moves and whatnot that the DC and the guys who do all the interns or whoever who do all the video work couldn't tell them themselves. You feel me? That's a group where I don't really know just how much he's gonna really have information for. Now, if it was like a linebacker or if it was like a receiver who knew about the corners, more likely it's like a better example would be like someone on defense who knows about how the running back likes to look at things, how the receivers like to move, what the tendencies are, whether they're strong against press or whatever, that kind of stuff. I don't know just how much Russell Okung is going to tell us about their D-line. Plus, he was injured for a good chunk of time last year. USA Today, they chose the Chargers. Once again, talking about Christian McCaffrey, but we have also one of the best. Hey, y'all heard what Rev Rule said. He said in his eyes, Mike Davis is a starting running back. He's a starting running back, and I believe him. Troy Pride was getting burnt week 1. He was getting bodied a little bit. He was getting bodied, but he's just trying to let them. He's letting all these dudes think he's soft. He's letting y'all think he's soft until week 10 when he really turns it on. From week 10 to week 17, he gonna go crazy. He finna go crazy, okay? Y'all sleeping on him. Get a man 8 more weeks. Get a man 8 more weeks, and he's gonna go dummy on him. Okay, he gonna go dummy on him. Didn't notice Jatir in the first game. He only played 16 snaps, my brother. He played 25% of the snaps. He did not get on the field too often. Christian Weatherly. His last name's Weatherly, my brother. Steven. His name is Stephen Weatherly. Stephen Weatherly played 60? He played a lot more snaps. I don't know how many it was. I think it was like 40-something snaps because he played 67%, and there was only 66 defensive snaps in that game. So he's probably played like 40-something snaps. But yeah, YGM only played 25%, and it was mostly Stephen Weatherly. Yo, Cam Reddish. That was Cam Reddish. Jesus. I didn't even notice who said that. We should have kept Cam. No, we shouldn't have. Cam would not be doing the same things here that he's doing in New England. I always hate that argument that when you see someone move and they do better or worse, it's like, yeah, if they do worse, it's like, yeah, we should have got rid of him, bro. He wasn't good. Or they do better, it's like, no, you see how he's doing much better there, bro. We could have had that. It's like, it's kind of hard to say how dudes would play in different places. All I know is the Patriots have a better O-line, a way better defense, better coaching on both sides of the ball, a better and actually structured culture, and just are all around a better team than the Panthers. I'm not quite sure Cam either A, stays healthy, or B, is winning with these Panthers. If we with Cam played the Seahawks, I can tell you this right now, it would not have come down to the very last play of the game. Let's be honest. Panthers with Cam versus the Seahawks in Seattle, would that game have come to the very last play on the goal line versus them? You can answer that for me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. No, like his experience being on the Chargers last year could help with Spidey, YGM, and Weatherly. Attack on specific. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you're asking if he could like talk about his teammates' weaknesses? Could not tell you. I don't know just how much turnover they had on their O line, but actually, maybe. I more question. I would hope he would ask. He would be talking to Phil Snow about dialing up pressure in certain spots of the O line. That wouldn't really. I wouldn't know if he would give them advice, but I'd rather him talk to Phil Snow about drawing up pressure or doing something. I'm not so sure it's the players as much as it is the play calling and the scheming. You feel me? What up, Monty? No, you're good, bro. You're good. They convinced me to get online 30 minutes too early. Or 20 minutes too early. You feel me? Do you honestly believe that Teddy sewage water is better than Cam? Who said that? Huh? Who said Teddy was better than Cam? Point him out. I want to talk to him. Who said Teddy was better than Cam? You tell me. We gonna find him. What, you want to fight him? You want to fight the man who said that? I'm with you. Let's find the dude who said that Teddy Bridgewater is better than Cam. We can throw hands. I'm with you. I'm right behind you. I am right behind you, brother. Where he at? Where he at? Who said it? Who said it? Shells, I'm kind of worried about Burns' scheme fit with us. He would excel a lot better in a 3-4 defense. Yup. Been saying that for a minute, ever since the rumors first started at the very end of last year that we might be moving Brian Burns to playing as a defensive end. I said, when you draft a guy who is a 3-4 outside linebacker, he did play DE. He did play some DE, but his skill set in the NFL was much better for outside linebacker. His biggest strength is speed, and you try to put 20-ish, 30-ish pounds on him to play on the D line at the NFL level, thus kind of negating some of his speed and taking him out of his position after using a first-round pick on the dude. I don't like using first-round picks to change guys' positions. I don't like using first-round picks to now this year we're confused about whether he's a down lineman or he's an outside linebacker. He basically splits what he does. Sometimes he has his hand in the dirt and he rushes the quarterback. Sometimes he's standing up and he's backing out into coverage. I think against the Raiders against the Bucks he backed out into coverage 25% of snaps. What's the plan here? His strength is not coverage. He's passable. He's not bad. I would call him not even average. I would say he's just decent enough at coverage where you wouldn't say, no, we don't want you back there, bro. You can't do it. It would be a bad idea for you to back up in coverage. He's just good enough to where you can say the scheme, where we're at right now, the situation, we need you to play, a soft little zone, Brian. What his strength is speed and rushing the quarterback. It seems like we're not using his strengths. It seems like we don't really know how to use them. It is what it is. I really wanted a CMC Bonifant combo originally. I think we all did, my brother. But when Mike Davis got paid that $3 million, Mike Davis, he deserved it. They should have paid him 10. I'm all about positivity right now. Mike Davis is gonna earn this $3 million, and he might go ahead and carry this squad. He might go ahead and carry this squad. Snuffy B Water. We should start Reggie B. You do not pay someone $3 million to never play him. If y'all make millions of dollars, I hope and pray y'all do not waste $3 million of your dollars just to not use it. If you give something or someone $3 million, you better get some work out of it. If you give someone $3 million to build a house for you, don't tell them not to build that house and to keep the money. They gave Mike Davis $3 million. He better run. He better catch the ball. He better block. He better be on special teams. He better do my kid's book report. He better mow the lawn. He better find someone to do my taxes. I don't know if he's a CPA or he knows much about finances, but he better find someone to do my taxes for me. I want to know. I want him on the job. Okay, you gonna earn this $3 million. He gonna earn the $3 million one way, the next way, or the hard way, and it's gonna be he gonna earn the money. We gonna make sure Mike Davis earned that money. Talking about you want no. If you want to waste $3 million of your dollars, you do that. I don't want the Panthers to waste $3 million. I don't want them to waste $3 million. We already not so we're not in great shape right now as it is. You feel me? Who do you think is the better receiver, DJ or Curtis? They have different strengths, my brother. I don't think it's that big of a deal to really compare like who's better. They have different strengths. If I need someone to go deep downfield, I thought you said DJ or Robbie Anderson. DJ or Curtis? Oh. Better receiver? It's DJ. You broke me out of my stride. I read Robbie. I keep getting the question about DJ or Robbie Anderson all the time. I just get that question so often. My mind just went straight to DJ versus Robbie. If you asked me whether I wanted one or the other on the squad, if I had to choose, it'll be DJ. But Curtis is really good. Curtis is gonna make. I won't say all that just yet. But let me just go ahead and make this transition even easier for y'all. Curtis is gonna make some other teams' wide receiver core look a lot better. I don't know if we have the money to sign him to a long-term deal after this season. We'll find out. Curtis is faster. Yeah. Man, what's going on with Trey? Supposed to lead our defense, please answer? What do you mean? I never thought that Trey was going to lead the defense. Trey was not brought in to lead nothing. Trey is on this team because he borderline begged to be on the team. August 1st, 2019, he had still not been signed. The Panthers signed him. That is pretty damn deep into the offseason, into free agency. I don't know why, because he was good on both the Cards and the Chargers. But it just seems like teams just don't want him. He got a 1-year deal from us. Was not a leader. Was not supposed to be a leader at all. Got a very bad, I think it's a 3-year deal that's really a 1-year deal with, like, you look at the contract details, it's not really a really good deal for Trey Boston. He was not brought on this defense to be a leader. He just happens to be one of the older players on this defense because everyone around him left. You feel me? There's a reason, in a very strange one. I would have probably chose Trey myself. But there's a reason why Tyre Whitehead was voted captain and not Trey Boston, you feel me? Trey Boston is a good, serviceable, free safety. I don't know if he's like that alpha leader. You feel me? Do I think 6th round pick Bravian Roy has star Latulele potential? No. No, I don't. Confidence in Greg Little. In his play on the field or him staying healthy? Staying healthy? No, not a chance. Not for 3 more years. No, I don't think Greg Little's going to stay healthy for 3 more years. Play on the field? What film do I have on his play on the field? He was a rookie, got hurt a bunch. I don't know. Like, he looked decent, but there was obvious mistakes in his game. I can't really tell because I can't tell if the mistakes were because he's a rookie or just not good, or because he was constantly hurt with either concussion or was it a knee issue and then later on he had an ankle, or was it an ankle issue and then later on he had a knee? The problem is lower extremities are very important for O linemen, and obviously having concussions is a big problem in the NFL in general. I just don't know exactly what I'm seeing or what I can really gauge from Greg Little's gameplay that I've seen so far. But let's go over this injury report. This is a very interesting injury report for the Panthers versus the Chargers. Then we'll go into some stats and whatnot and talk about other things that might make this game actually pretty interesting. It might end up being actually pretty interesting. Kamora, I literally answered your question 5 minutes ago. Wait, you spammed it 3 more times after I answered. I got watered down. Dennis Daly, our guard, who's not been in, is doubtful. I'm pretty sure. Wait, I thought I saw that he did get in and he did play a little bit. Does DNP? I thought I saw that he was on the sideline. Does that not mean limited? I'm actually kind of confused as to what DNP means because I swear I saw a tweet that said that Dennis Daly was on the sideline working out, but not doing contact stuff. Limited. I know limited could be anything from not much practice at all to if you do even the slightest bit less than what you usually do at practice, you have to be considered limited at practice. Even if you do usually 90% of all practice things, then you're good. That's what you usually do. But if you end up 1 week doing 85%, you have to be listed as limited at practice. Anything less than what you normally do has to put you at limited. But I could have swore I saw that Dennis Daly was at least on the sideline. So I'm guessing that counts as DNP, or whatever he did on the sideline wasn't actual drills, whatever. It was probably just rehab. I gotta look at that tweet again. Oh, you wasn't here to help your little bro? Well, tell your little brother to get on the stream too. Tell him to watch. So when you gotta help him out, tell him. Look, first of all, tell him he better not interrupt the stream one more time. Tell your little brother. Oh, never mind. Hey, I don't wanna get into a fight with a little kid, but I might have to. You feel me? Nah, I said that Trey Boston was not brought in to be a leader. He got a 1-year deal 2 years ago, very, very, very late into the offseason, into free agency. I'm pretty sure it was August 1st. I know it was August 1st. And then that was a 1-year deal. And that's kind of an issue because our team was very bad at free safety. We had rookies, we had undrafted free agents trying out for free safety. We had nothing at free safety. But we still waited till August 1st to call up Trey Boston. Then he gets what I think was a 3-year deal this offseason, but it was really a 1-year deal. If you look at the contract, it was a bad deal. It was a bad, very, very team-friendly deal. And it's very telling that Tyre Whitehead was voted captain over Trey Boston. Trey's a solid corner who won't win you games, but also won't lose you too many games at all either. But I'm not sure he's the actual alpha leader, or he has that personality. He's just a guy who's been on the Panthers that we drafted and we brought back after 2 really good years, or 1 each with the Cards and the Chargers. Okun full practice? Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't get to that yet though. Favorite player? Colin Jones. Then we get to K1. KK was doubtful as well. I'm pretty sure I saw the news that it came out yesterday. It said Matt Rule was asked about Dennis Daly and K1 Short. Their game status was doubtful. He said, look, it's not looking that great now. These guys did not play at practice. He said they could be a game time decision. Well, they're gonna travel or they're gonna come with us. They're gonna be at the game. But he said if we played right now, they would not be playing. So potentially we have a second straight week with no KK and another week with no Dennis Daly. That's potentially problematic. Brian Burns is okay. YGM is going to be playing most likely. No, he is going to be playing, but Matt Rule also said that YGM will not be getting a bulk of the snaps. It's going to be mostly Stephen Weatherly. It's going to be YGM getting in here and there. look, I'm kind of torn on that myself, just because, you know, as a rookie, and, you know, as a pretty high draft pick, you know he's gonna make mistakes, right? So you gotta give him. He has to get some experience. At some point, you know, getting 16 snaps a game is probably not gonna cut it for experience, right? So you have to ask yourself, what's more important: winning, or maybe winning games in this most likely doomed, but potentially a 10-win season for these boys. You know, we on that. Hey, we on that positivity right now. We could win 10 games this year, and the other 6 games that we do lose are the fault of the refs. We already had 2 games like that. The Raiders game, refs' fault. Bucks game, they ain't want Brady to lose. So we already got 2 of those games under our belt. They gonna cheat us, okay? They gonna cheat us. They gonna cheat us. They gonna cheat us like the refs cheated the Heat last night. Although I wanted the Celtics to win, so they ain't cheat nobody. You feel me? The refs might have cheated a different team that resides in our division, but since I wanted them to lose, it ain't no problem to me. You feel me? The refs were cheating with LeBron, but you know I gotta see my Celtics and my Nuggies in the finals. So it ain't cheating. Even though LeBron, he about to do what it do, okay? He finna do what it do. You know what time it is, right? You know exactly what time it is. If you watched that Celtics game last night, you know exactly what time it is too. These boys in black and white, they really after you. You feel me? They really after these young black men. They don't want them to succeed. They want the other young black men to succeed, but not the right young black men to succeed. Not the ones that I want to succeed. You feel me? But yeah, we got 4 more of those ref games on our schedule. Don't ask me which ones. One's probably the Chiefs. The Chiefs game, we're gonna get cheated out of by the refs. We might get cheated out of it because of the refs. Tell you that right now. Colin Jones at middle linebacker or Tyre? Colin Jones at quarterback. What you mean? Yeah, Colin Jones at quarterback. That's all I really needed. Nuggets ain't winning nothing? Okay. When you wake up and Jamal Murray looking at you with a ring on his finger. Well, he ain't getting a ring this year. He might get a ring next year because, you know, Kimba gonna have to carry these boys to a quick little trophy. You feel me? But next year when you see Jamal Murray with a ring on his finger, don't ask no questions. Don't ask no questions. Just apologize. Just apologize. Now if Jokic show up, if you wake up and Joker's in front of you, ain't no apologizing. It's over. It's all over. Okay. You can try to apologize, but it's all over. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I call that Whitehead will get another PI, most likely. But yeah, we're at John Miller. John Miller was full. Russell Okung, he is questionable. I actually don't know. He'll probably be straight. I think he's probably going to be straight for this game. Let me go through my lists. Because I think... Oh, this is new. Hold up. Wait a second. This is new. This is an update. From 3 hours ago, the Chargers announced roster moves. The Chargers promoted guard Ryan Groy, linebacker Malik Jefferson, and DN Jesse Lemonnier. I'm assuming is he French? Is Jesse Lemon? I think is it Lemonnier or is it Jesse Lemonnier? I think this is Jesse Lemonnier. To the active roster. In corresponding moves, the team placed Asmar Bilal and Melvin Ingram and DT Justin Jones on IR. Wait, Jalil Adai was on the practice squad? Wait, I didn't know this. Why was Jalil Adai on the practice squad? Was he hurt? Wait. Why was Jalil Adai on the practice squad? I actually did not know he was on the practice squad. That's big news. So at the very least, we do not have to deal with Melvin Ingram. Was this on the injury report? Melvin Ingram was doubtful. Okay, I didn't even get to it yet. Okay, cool. So according to the Chargers, Melvin Ingram is going to be on IR. So for the next 3 weeks at least, there's no Melvin Ingram. So it looks like oh my God. Okay, good. What was... Hold up. Let me see what Eckler's stats was. I hate that site. Eckler was looking pretty damn good, actually. Receiving game, not so big. What's his long? Does not show his longest reception. Let's go to his game log real quick. I just want to check this real quick. Receiving. Does not show his longest reception. Even in his game logs. That's mad weird to me. 5 broken tackles versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs were playing really bad that game. Then again, I know about watching some bad defensive play because I've seen it happen on a most enormous scale. But yeah, Melvin Ingram being gone isn't the hugest thing, but he's on IR, so we only have to potentially deal with one decent running back, but he is actually still starter level. Austin Eckler proved that for a number of weeks last year. He proved that he can be a starting running back, and he's a dual threat. Do you miss head coach Ron? No. He's a good coach, but I do not miss him. It was time to move on. D-Jack allowing 100 yards? Yeah, over the entire season. He's allowing 100 yards over 16 games. You better believe that. Talking about they don't hey. Dante Jackson is one of the best to ever do it. Wait, Dante Jackson is one of the fastest to ever do it. Show respect. The way 80 looked like he was in a major pain trying to sprain his own ankle. Yeah, he was kind of going crazy with it. He was going dummy with it. In the fake eye injury he did right before he pumped, drove, and then pulled up, like disrespectful. Yeah, we spoke on that. Tremaine Johnson, I didn't believe in him at all. I should have did a video about him, but yeah, I never really believed in Tremaine Johnson at the very most, or very least. Do you think we'll be spreading the ball around more because of CMC's injury? Kind of like the Texans been doing without Hopkins? What do you mean? We've been spreading the ball around a lot. We've seen our big three get the most. We've seen Robbie, DJ, and Curtis. They got like extremely even targets. Week 1, it was 9, 8, and 8 in target share, and then week 2, it was very close as well. Week 2, it was... Hold up. Let's go to... Actually, this won't show me it. Yes, it will. Player stats. Yeah, week 2 receiving, it was 2 to Curtis, but 13 and 10 to DJ and Robbie Anderson, and even Mike Davis got 8, and C-Mac even got 5. So we've spread the ball around quite a bit. The big question is, with C-Mac gone, will we see the tight ends used more? Because what you notice in offensive schemes that are a little bit not as they're not as confident with their quarterback play, or if they have issues somewhere or a big weakness, or they tend to do is they go more to they tend to rely more on their running backs and tight ends. I want to see, and this is my 3rd week saying it, didn't see it the first 2 weeks, but it might happen this week. I want to see if we do start looking at these tight ends more, since there is no security blanket of, okay, well, this play is called give C-Mac the ball, and this next play is called give C-Mac the ball too. And this next play after this is the one that's gonna get you. This is the one that's gonna make them. They're gonna go crazy for this one, right? They gonna go real dummy for this one. This play is called. Give C-Mac the ball 4. You feel me? So they'll probably look at continuing to spread the ball around. His targets go to someone else. If they even out the stats even more because you're losing 5-6 targets on the game from C-Mac and maybe a couple rushes, then sure. I think Reggie Bonifant gets more targets. Obviously, Mike Davis is going to get more targets. The scheme might change a little bit, but yeah. Derwin James is insanely underrated. Yeah, I don't know what I don't. He should be a household name, but he's not. Derwin James should be a household name, but I guess not a lot of corners are. You have to be crazy. I don't want to call Jalen Ramsey crazy. He was playing for a dog meat team. I can't call Jalen Ramsey crazy. Sherm had to get ignorant for a second to become a household name when he caught Brady. He caught Brady with one. You as a corner, you have to have one big moment, and you usually have to speak out about something. But yeah. I mean, look, I've been the main one talking about Ian Thomas for years now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope it happens, but I don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me? Yeah, we can see what we have. It's kind of the same thing as what Joe Brady was doing at the beginning, like the first half of Week 1 against the Raiders. Like he took C-Mac out of the scheme. He was on the field, but he didn't use him. He was trying to see what his scheme looked like without the security blanket of C-Mac. It didn't really work, but we still were in the game enough in the second half to have a chance to win. We had an opportunity to win. But I don't have a problem with him looking at what his offense will look like without the very best player on the team. You want to see if you can survive without that, and if you can, then the offense is actually really, really great because now you insert C-Mac and everything works a little bit better. Jace do a little bit, maybe. C-Mac scored all of our touchdowns. I mean, Teddy put some work in on the drives. Yeah, like, we can talk about how C-Mac scored all the touchdowns, but kind of like when Josh Jacobs had those 3 touchdowns against us, and kind of like how, I guess Leonard Fournette did put in a lot of the heavy work second half, but even on those drives with C-Mac, there was some really good passing going on that led up to him getting some easy runs into the end zone. So I don't really care who gets the touchdown as long as we do get a touchdown. I don't care if we get the ball at the 5-yard line, Teddy throws the ball for 94 yards on the drive, and then Reggie or Mike Davis runs it in, or Alex Arma runs it in for a yard, and Teddy doesn't get a single touchdown. But if he's the reason why the drive was successful and we got to the end zone, that's cool. Stats are a cool talking point, but there were times it wasn't like C-Mac was driving down the field for us, right? It wasn't like C-Mac was running up and down the field in either of those games, right? Like he has the touchdowns, but it wasn't like it was the C-Mac running show. So yeah, he had the touchdowns, but I wouldn't say he was the main reason for the yards we got leading up to those scores. It wasn't like those C-Mac carry games we've seen for the past couple of years, right? Do I think Teddy will run more? No. Why would he? Why would he? Tanking is a coward move? Who said we're tanking? Yeah, Robbie's good. Robbie's good. I haven't got to the Chargers injuries yet. Bilal, he's now on IR. He was already going to be out. I'm pretty sure it was him. Oh, do they have a second guy named Bilal? Yeah, Bilal is out. Joey Bosa was full. He's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a big problem. Brian Bulaga is actually a very good tackle, a very good tackle, but him missing 2 games or 2 practices doesn't really mean anything to me. He's probably all right. Probably all right. Hunter Henry is another problem. That's going to be problematic. Melvin Ingram is on the IR now. No Justin Jones. I'm pretty sure he also went to IR. Justin Jones, yeah, did go to IR. Tyrod, their doctor hit him with some crazy shit. Look, I wish if that doctor did not hit Tyrod and puncture his lung, we might have had a little something going on. This could have been an easy win. Now we still gonna win. We still win this game by at least 6, but it would have been like 13 if it was Tyrod. Look, Tyrod is a solid little quarterback, but he lost his shot, bro. He just not it. He's not a starter level quarterback anymore in this league. If you have Tyrod Taylor on your team, you're probably looking at drafting a quarterback very, very soon. Okay, you're probably looking at drafting a quarterback very, very soon. And they have Trey Turner. We know about Trey. Got love for Trey. But I'm pretty sure he's out, right? Is Trey out? I'm pretty sure he's out. Let's be honest. Tay doesn't throw 2 interceptions and a fumble. We win the football game. You could say that, but then again, if Tom Brady does not forget how to play football and only get 19 yards in the second half, we probably still lose that game. There's a whole lot of what ifs, right? There's a whole lot of what ifs that could have happened in any game. You feel me? So maybe not. I mean, if that changes, does everything else stay the same? I don't know. I mean, if C-Mac doesn't get hurt, does that change the game at all? If the Bucks defense played a little better, does that change? It's a little different, you know. There's a lot of what ifs in football, in any sport, shit, in life. My guy, Daniel Stansel, that's a dope little name, Daniel Stansel, with the my captain level membership. My boy joined the roster, bro. Appreciate the support. He came through, my brother. Really did come through with the love. In fact, have you typed yet in the stream? That's crazy. I have not seen Daniel type in the stream yet. He just came through, became a member. I got love for that. That's some real support right there. I appreciate it, man. Really do. They still have the defense? Yeah. We can get into that. We can start with offense or defense. Offense, Justin Herbert is what he did last week. Was that what you can expect from Justin Herbert? Now, I like Justin Herbert. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I got love for Justin Herbert because he went to that school. Now, Justin Herbert went to that school, and that boy, he looked a little shaky sometimes. I think actually it was only early. He looked a little shaky early, and the narrative around him for the whole year became like what he did in the early part of the season. But Justin Herbert, it was actually a pretty damn good quarterback last year. I don't know if I thought he was exactly first year starter level ready. I kind of do wish he would have had a year or at least 8 weeks to study behind Tyrod, because Tyrod obviously isn't a long-term quarterback. But this Chargers team, oh, I'm on the Panthers site. What the hell? This Chargers team is something serious. Let me look at it like this. I actually don't want to use this site just because this is better for some other things. Not so great for what I want to talk about here. Look, it's pressure. When you're a quarterback, it's a lot of pressure when you're a rookie playing for the first time and you're looking across the field and you see Patrick Mahomes on the other side of the field. Now, obviously, the two offenses don't play against each other, but when you get to that game, you have to play better than the Chiefs defense. You have to outplay the Chiefs defense, but at the same time, You know the kind of numbers that Pat Mahomes can put up in a hurry. Now, the Chiefs play kind of bad. The Chiefs really tried their hardest to give this game away, but for your first start, completing 67% of your passes for over 300 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, I can't be mad at that. I really can't be mad at that. And you rush 4 times and get a touchdown out of that. You're responsible for 14, or I guess you could, let's call it 14 of the 20 points. It's really 12. Kickers don't get enough love. I don't got much love for kickers. I think kicking should be out of football in general. No punts, no kickoffs, no field goals. Take all that out. I have no real need. I have no real use. I really just don't like kicking in a football game. Not a big thing for me. But Justin Herbert is what he did against the Chiefs. Was that like a spark in the pan, or was that the whole meal that we about to go ahead and eat this upcoming 4:00? About 24 hours from now, 23 and a half hours from now. What Justin Herbert are we gonna get? We put all our draft picks on defense, and our defense still sucks. I'm not quite sure what you expect out of rookies or this defense as a whole this season. There's a reason why you draft full defense. It's because your whole defense is gone. And if you expect 4th, 5th, and 6th round picks to be very, very big contributors, I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I think we all understood this defense was not going to be good this year. I think we all understood this team, although we are going to win 10 plus games. You feel me? There was a bit of an expectation. There's a bit of an expectation. You feel me? If we go 0-3, I think we're done. Analysis of the year. I live in San Diego. Panthers better win. I know so many Chargers fans. Look, bro. First of all, y'all lost your squad because your owner is a terrible person. Your owner is a terrible person. Move the squad. I don't know why. I think it was because they wouldn't pay for a new stadium. The stadium in San Diego was bad or something like that. What's his name again? Who owns the Chargers? What's dude's name? I forgot. But yeah, he's a terrible person. When's the last time Mike Evans got over 100 yards against us? I don't think he ever did. I have the stats somewhere. I actually keep the notepad of the stats. It might be on my laptop though. Yeah, I don't have it on this computer. No, I don't have it. But I could pull it up. Where my laptop is. But I actually have the stats of. I can do this. I'll look it up. The point is, we shut down everyone except for Michael Thomas. But Michael Thomas only had one real good game against us. But Michael Thomas also plays in the slot a lot. So it's not like James Bradbury was always guarding Michael Thomas. The Saints like to cheat and put the number one receiver in a slot for some reason. Because Drew Brees' arm is garbage. It is what it is. But Michael Thomas did get yards against us in the slot. Chance to be our leader? I don't know. Chin's our best. Chin is one of the more consistent players on the defense. I don't think being the best or even the most consistent player on the team means you should be the leader. We saw that from a guy like Kyrie. Kyrie was the best player on the Celtics and on the Nets at one point. But he was not built to be a leader. I'm not calling Jeremy Chin the same kind of player as kind of person as Kyrie, but I'm just saying, being a leader and being the most consistent part of the team or position group they're not the same thing. Not the same thing at all. I'm cool with Shaq being a leader over Jeremy Chin. I would never say being good at the sport makes you the best choice as a leader. Yes, Spanos. We should have kept Bruce Irvin and Mario Addison. Yeah, but the question comes up of how much are you willing to pay them, right? Because those are contract extensions or contracts that were going to be expiring. How much do you pay them to stay in Carolina versus the money that you have, for this year? Also, it's another issue of if you keep them, how many wins do you still expect to have this season? Would the wins for this year be worth the money of keeping guys on the team? There's a whole lot that goes into it rather than just, we should keep this player right here because he was good or because I liked him. Like, that's always been my argument about Cam. Sure, we could have paid Cam to stay, but was our team built to keep Cam healthy? Was our team built to even win with Cam here? Ask the same questions about those dudes. Were we going to win with them? Was the money we would spend on them worth? Will we get the wins out of that money that we spent on them? And would that really amount to anything this year or even next year? So it's all about investments, evaluating how players are versus what they bring to the team. When you think about the whole team in general, there's a whole lot that goes into it. I don't think those guys stay for peanuts. Those guys probably don't stay on the Panthers for low contracts. Huh? What are you talking about? Undrafted free agents starting and whatnot. Yeah, no. Troy would have been a much earlier pick. Was the old owner I know, and the stadium was used literally for every event in San Diego? Yeah, it was old. It was really old. It was an old stadium over there. Ensuring McCaffrey the every down versus doing what would be better to move the ball. I agree with that. How long do you think we're gonna have CMC? What does that even mean? What does that question even mean? How long do you think we are going to have CMC? Well, read the contract. Yeah, let's look at the contract. 3-man rush. I think it's dumb. I don't think we're getting any pressure with 4-man anyway, and the coverage is kind of bad. It's kind of hard to really tell. Like, look, are we getting any pressure with the 4-man rush when we do that? Not really. The problem is we're using Brian Burns in a way that doesn't really use his skill set well. Is he actually getting the backfield? He did not against the Raiders. He did at certain points against the Buccaneers. So that's one game out of two, but I don't see us getting consistent pressure rushing 4, and I also don't see us getting consistent coverage dropping back. Well, I guess having 3 linebackers cover the middle of the field, or cover the short areas of the field, meaning the hook zone and the cloud flats. Maybe even just the flats for someone like Brian Burns, although he's more like in the cloud, honestly. The point is, I think the defense is bad either way. I think our defense is not looking like a very strong defense, whether you rush 4 or you drop an extra linebacker back into coverage. What exactly are we getting even if we rush 4? I don't see us getting pressure. I don't see us getting effective pressure. Then again, it's only been 2 games. I'm not gonna judge too harshly, mostly because the Raiders are a team that doesn't get sacked, doesn't allow pressure, and the Bucks have a bad quarterback. So I want to see how we do in this game. I think this game will be a good one to see. Then again, we don't have players we really need on the D line. Yeah, but also we didn't have KK on the D line and the interior. That affects the pass rush. Won't have him again this week, most likely. Gonna affect the pass rush. Not sure. What are y'all talking about? 5th round and like late picks and whatnot. No, we did not pay $2 million to get rid of Cam. That's not how that works. Quarterback contracts are way different than any other contract for any other player or position group. It was the right decision to move away from Cam. It was just not the right decision to sign Teddy Bridgewater if you were going to try to save money. But also, it's understandable if you think about it as well, thinking about Joe Brady's scheme. I'm trying to get a look at that. But I wouldn't have done it. I still wouldn't have done it. Do I think YG can play the 3-4 linebacker role? No. No. Probably not. Only one trying? Only one trying? I don't know. I think he was the only one with really... Wait, on the defense? No. Wait. No. Not on the whole defense. Maybe he was the only one getting any kind of production on the D line, but he was not the only one trying on the defense. That's 100% false. Wait, that's actually big cap. Like, extremely big cap. Not at all. Not at all, bro. I expected rookie mistakes from them, so I'm going to expect that from Pride Jr. as well. Not everyone is going to be Marshall Lattimore. Yeah, that's a big thing. That's a big thing, too. Like, even talking about Will Grier. Everyone wrote off Will Grier for being a rookie put in a bad situation. Like, not every single rookie is going to be all NFL first team their very first year in the league. Like, you have to understand that. Like, even on this team, there's questions at literally every single level of the defense. Like, it's not like our D-line is, like, full of guys you can depend on every single play. Same for the linebacker core, especially the same for the defensive backs. So, like, every part of the defense depends on each other. I would never single out a rookie for playing poorly in this defense. A lot of holding. I actually didn't know. I won't lie to you. I didn't look at it that deep. It all snowballs downhill to the front line to make the front line look bad. I mean, yeah. So we drafted a 4-3 defensive end, and this year in the second round, and a 3-4 linebacker last year in the draft. What are we doing? Building the defense. We should fire Hurney. That's some questionable picks and free agency signings. Some of the guys just get hurt in training camp, like old boy who broke his leg. That wasn't Ross Cockrell. It was the other dude. What was the dude who broke his leg in practice? Actually, that might have been Ross Cockrell. And the other dude got a concussion, got 2 concussions. Week 3 of the preseason, and then week 2 of the regular season. Rule is his first year everywhere. I mean, Rule doesn't. It's not like he makes a point or he's trying to lose in his first year. Matt Rule gets called in to fix bad situations for teams that were gonna lose regardless. It's not like Matt Rule is trying to lose in his first year. It's just that, look, the team he inherited at both spots was not very great. The team he inherited for this Panthers stop, let's be real, is not a championship level team, right? Yeah, Denora Cersei. Yeah, Denora Cersei. Do you really think RD is as good as the Chiefs? With Dante Jackson, yes. Yeah. Yeah, Tigers. My whole issue with signing Rule was that it was a good feeling moment for Tepper. The Oregon had to really take time to explore the available options at head coach. Is that so? Why is that? I don't know. I feel like you can't really judge how Matt Rule does in the first couple years. If the Bosa brothers have our number, let me tell you one thing about them Bosas. They gonna cook us. They gonna cook us. But I'm thinking that Justin Herbert has another good game though. Justin Herbert looks like if you can handle the pressure, if you can handle the pressure of playing the Chiefs, even though you're at home, if you can handle the pressure of playing the Chiefs, then you can probably handle the pressure of playing the Panthers. And then when you think about even Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he didn't do so good that game. I have a feeling, because Clyde Edwards-Helaire was hell in college. This dude was nice in college. I have a small feeling he gonna wait. Not Clyde. I'm looking at the Chargers, the Chiefs right now. We gonna have to handle the Chiefs when we get to the Chiefs. We do play the Chiefs this year. It's gonna be a problem. But we'll worry about Clyde Edwards-Helaire here in a minute. When we have Austin Eckler, now he's a real problem who has not had any sort of issue getting ramped up, whether it was last year, this year. Austin Eckler, he's the truth, and he's a dual threat running back. He is a problem. Terrible. Did Matt Rule ship off Cam? I'm not sure if Dave and Marty Herney sign a coach and they say, okay, Matt Rule, do you want to fire Cam, or you want to move away from Cam, but we want him still? No, that decision is way above Matt Rule's pay grade. If Marty Herney and Dave Tepper wanted Cam Newton this year, and Matt Rule did not, he would still be coaching Cam Newton this year. Dave Tepper and Marty Herney aren't leaving that decision up to Matt Rule if they don't also have that same feeling. If both of them wanted Cam, Matt Rule is not overriding their decision as to whether or not Cam is on the team. Let's not say that. Let's not say that. I'm not sure if they're fine with losing. I think they're being more realistic about the situation that's going on here. I think it's the fans who have unrealistic expectations about winning 10-plus games this year. It's about looking at the team, looking at the rest of the NFL, and looking at how you went all in with contracts and whatnot, trying to win, but Cam got hurt twice. It happens. I don't think anyone is being fine with losing and understanding the situation your team is in, and not lying to the fans saying we're about to, go on a quick little 13-3 year. It's a little different, right? It's a little different. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, Kim. I don't really care about Isaiah Simmons. I really don't care at all about Isaiah Simmons. In the least bit, to be real with you. I don't believe looking at a quarterback. I would not draft a quarterback either. I wouldn't wait for another year. I would wait. There's always going to be really good quarterbacks in the draft. I would look for a defensive back. I don't care which one. Take your pick. I would take best player available, anybody who plays defensive back. Free safety, strong safety, cornerback. Does not matter. I don't care who it is. Whichever of those players looks the best at any of the positions outside of a slot corner, I would say you draft him. And even slot corners will not be best player available. It's going to probably be an outside guy or a safety. I don't care who it is. Doesn't matter. But no, I would probably be okay with drafting a quarterback later. Nah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I mean, it makes sense though, Monty. I mean, look, people see the quarterback the most, and They think you can just get a quarterback and put them in this slot them into any situation, and then they'll be good. A lot of these quarterbacks who end up being busts aren't really busts. A lot of these quarterbacks who end up being busts get drafted by bad teams who put them in bad situations, and a certain narrative gets said about them over a long period of time because they cannot have a success in a team with no culture, no real coaching, no real scheme, and no real pieces around them to actually help them win or have consistent success. So when we talk about picking guys up, and look, we can talk about how we want to draft a guy and then let him sit for a year. That's not what nobody was saying about Will Grier. I think I was the only person talking about having Will Grier sit for the full year. I think just about everyone who watched me was talking about put Will Grier in, just see what he can do. It doesn't matter, bro. Why would you use a 3rd round pick, which is really a 4th round pick at the time that Will Grier was used, where he was selected? So why would you use that pick but not want to see him in his first year? You got to put him in there. People say they want guys to sit out for a year. People say they want to give guys a chance to learn the NFL game. They don't. They don't. You're going to hear people talk about, if Teddy has some bad games, you're going to hear everyone talking about put in Herbert or put in Trevor Lawrence. Why did you draft him in the 1st round or so early if you weren't going to use him? It doesn't matter what the contract looks like. Put in Trevor Lawrence. And then, boom, you get the same sort of situation. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. And no one gave Will Grier any kind of no one gave him any of the benefit of the doubt. No one was like, oh, bro, well, he stepped in the week his head coach and offensive coordinator got fired. The DC isn't calling the plays for him anymore. The O-line is bad. The situation he was in was bad. No one cared. No one cared. Everyone called him a bust. Everyone called him trash. No one cared. So, I mean, it is. We could talk about how you want to sign a guy and give him a year to learn. We'll find out. Will Grier's had 2 years now. Under what circumstances do you think being drafted in April of 2019 and it is now September of 2020, in what world is that 2 years? In what world is that count on your fingers if you need to. Take your time. Take your time, bro. Count on your fingers if you need to. Count out the 2 years for me. When you get to the 2 years, tell me. Let me know. Let me know when you get to the 2 years. And then talk to me about how he got injured by being on the team, on the field. By being on the field, what was that, week 17 or 16? I think it was week 17 when he got injured. Was that against the Colts? I actually don't remember when he got hurt. I think it was week 17, though. But he ended up getting hurt. We can talk about that as well. But we can talk about how he's had 2 years, I guess, and how I'm talking about his rookie season, so I'm not really sure how 2 years even comes to the equation. At most, if he was drafted in April and the season ended in December, at most he had 8 months. So I'm not really sure, since I'm talking about things that happened 8 months after he was drafted, why we're even bringing up 2 years, which is also a lie. But anyway, we can speak on that in a little bit. It doesn't make sense to sign Teddy to a $16 million for a 3-year deal. We could have kept Kyle. I mean, no, it was only a $37 million deal. No, it wasn't $60 million. We're only going to keep Teddy for 2 years of that deal. Teddy doesn't see a single dollar out of the money that's coming in 2022. I think Will Grier is more of a pocket passer, but he's not like athletic. He's not gonna run up the field on you, but he's mobile enough to get away from pressure. He's not a statue. I wouldn't call him a statue, but I also wouldn't call him a guy who's gonna be behind the line of scrimmage, juking dudes out, ducking underneath sacks and whatnot. Has his chance? Yeah, you don't watch football. That's fine, and that's fine. Hold up, you're right. Wait. You're right. No. Hold up. You're right. We're on a whole different level. Brickham. You're 100% right. I got off the path, the golden trail, the yellow brick road. I completely deviated. You know what, y'all? I'm out of here. I'm out of my mind right now, bro. We don't need a Trevor Lawrence. We don't need a Cam Newton. We don't need an Isaiah Simmons. We don't even need to do. Look, we could skip the draft next year. What we have what we need for this Panthers team on the roster. Now, y'all got me out my zone. Y'all really got me out my zone and had me thinking that all this negativity. Y'all had me out my zone for a second. I won't lie, you got me. You got me for a little bit of a 2-minute period. But I'm back in my mode. Hey, Barrick. Hey, Barrick, you really did save me. They had me looking like I wasn't ready to show love for the Panthers and what we got right now. But we got something going on over here that I think we really don't need no help with. Greer folds under pressure, stop it. Okay. It's his last season blitz, since you're asking. On the real, I saw Cam's stats to the Patriots and nearly vomited how good they are. It shows how bad the coaching staff was when Cam was here. Does it? Is that the case? I don't know. I wonder if the Patriots and the Panthers had the same O-line, had the same defense, had the same sort of situation going on for him. I'm a little bit. I got some questions about that. I got a few questions about exactly how one situation with one team, is that exactly the same as the situation with another team, and can that be totally put on the coaching staff, and can we just forget about injuries? I don't know. And is it very fair to judge 2 games versus several years? Not quite sure, but maybe. Who would I compare Will Grier to? Any number of quarterbacks who were put in a bad situation by a team that was desperate to look for any kind of scapegoat or a chance to save their own job, so they put in a guy who wasn't ready to play at all. Every single analyst, every single person who watched games in college, anybody who knew anything about the West Virginia scheme, who knew anything about Will Grier's tendencies, anyone who even peeked at the preseason could have told you don't put Will Grier in at the end of the season. But they did, trying to save their own jobs. He got hurt. He got DJ Moore hurt. And to nobody's surprise, and to what everyone said about him since before he was drafted, Will Grier was not ready to start at the NFL level his rookie season. It is what it is. Who could have guessed it? Other than anybody paying attention to him or what he did in college. Anyway, Teddy Bridgewater looked rather impressive. The problem with Teddy is that he's inconsistent. One pass got away from him on that screen, but I think Teddy is a solid, but not he's a solid quarterback. He's above a game manager, but I wouldn't put him at like a superstar, like person who can put the team on his back and carry a team to victory. He can be a definite part of why a team wins, but I don't think he's one of those guys who puts the team on his back and says, "All right, y'all. As long as y'all don't fuck up, we gonna be all right. Just watch what I do and try to keep up." He's not one of those dudes, right? He's not one of those dudes. Yeah, we have better receivers this year. We definitely have better receivers this year. Kyle played better than Teddy? Wait, is Rage a Saints fan? I don't know. The Saints the Saints scheme is built so literally any quarterback can play it. when you're getting the ball out quick, throwing 5 yards down the field for the most part, I think that's like the bare minimum you can ask of any quarterback in the NFL. I think the Saints offensive scheme is built so anyone could just plug and play and come through with it, right? The O-line coach was the guy who used to be the coach of the Chargers. I don't remember his name. What has Greg Little done in the first couple of games? Nothing. Think he's improving? There's nothing I can really say about Greg Little's game because check it out. Look, last year he was either injured. Last year he was a rookie, right? He spent half the season injured, and the mistakes he did make, like he wasn't bad like every single snap, but the mistakes he did make, can I really say that are they mistakes because he's a rookie not playing well? Are they mistakes because he's not a good lineman? Are they mistakes because he was injured and wasn't even at practice, like because he just couldn't be there? So was it like just him not getting enough reps in the week, and then he's back on the field and he missed so much time and he came back and he was away from the sport? Like it's really hard to gauge how good Greg Little was last year because there are so many different variables to talk about. Like, what did I really see from Greg Little? How much can I really blame him, or how much can I really praise him for what he did? Is he more good than bad? Is he more bad than good? What can I really like? What's the actual baseline for Greg Little? I don't know because he was out for so often and he did make mistakes, but the O-line as a whole was bad. It's really hard to gauge it, and there's only been 2 weeks so far this year, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't been getting a ton of love. Right? Football IQ says PJ is better. Is that so? I always love when dudes say that PJ is a great quarterback, even though he was terrible in college, and then he was good in the XFL. I don't hate PJ. I don't think he's even bad. I'm just saying, if you looked horrible in college and you light it up in the XFL, I'm not really all that sure what anyone's talking about and expectations for what you're going to do in the NFL. Tell you this right now, I can dunk on middle schoolers. I can go outside this very second, go to the park and destroy some middle schoolers. Football, basketball, any sport outside of baseball. Any sport outside of baseball. But what I won't do is come through and talk about how I'm going to walk into Kentucky, walk on, and get a scholarship next year. That's not what's going to happen, right? That's not what's going to happen. So, I mean, let's talk about P.J. Walker when he actually plays against some kind of competition, because when he got the chance in college, P.J. was actually trash level. Like, disrespectful to college quarterbacks everywhere. Look at his numbers. They are not good at all. Like, it's worse than not good. It's worse than not good. Worse than not good at college, and the bare minimum for being on a practice squad should be you should be able to dominate in the XFL. If you can't dominate in the XFL, you should not be on a practice squad in the NFL. Simple as that. What up, Diva? How's it going? But I hate talking about PJ like that because it makes it sound like I don't like him or that you know I got a problem with him. I don't dislike PJ. I just don't like all the superlatives and like, you know, all the jerking over this dude when it's I haven't seen really anything out of PJ yet. You feel me? I haven't seen anything tangible yet. A cannon? Oh, I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say Trenton Cannon. If Okun retires, well, it won't matter if Okun retires. I don't think we sign him back. I think we only got Okun to dump off the contract. You feel me? I thought we only got rid of Okun so we could get rid of Trey Turner's contract because Trey had 2 years, Okun has 1, and you don't have to deal with. At least you can get something out of Trey now, as opposed to a guy who only has 1 year left on their deal. So first off, no, I don't believe in Okun. I don't think Okun retires. I don't think he stays for another year. But 2, no, I don't believe in Greg Little, not because of his skill set, but because I don't trust him to stay healthy. I would definitely use another pretty damn high draft pick on a left tackle. In fact, if you remember, I didn't like us trading up for Greg Little. And I'm going to stand by that. Teddy is going to get burned by a rookie tomorrow? What does that mean? You know quarterbacks go against defenses, right? Teddy's not going to get burned by Justin Herbert. He won't get burned by Justin Herbert. He might get burned by TJ Watt. And Justin Herbert might do a thing or two against his defense, but I don't know. I got love for the Panthers. We probably going to win this game. I think we win this game by 6. This is probably going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I won't lie to you. It'll be decently high-scoring. Before I give my answer, I want to... No, I'll say it first. I think it's going to be probably... I give this one... I'll probably say 24-30. I think 24-30 Panthers. But I want to see what the line is. What's the line for this game? 44 or 43.5, 24-30 is 54? 54? Wait, there are no games over. Wait. This Dallas-Seattle game? I think a lot of the games this year have been over, though. I think both of our games were over as well. Yeah. So the line's at 43.5, and the Chargers are 6.5-point favorites. They are 6.5-point favorites? That's crazy. No, I think we win. Actually, I would take this. Actually, low key, I would probably take this. 6.5, a touchdown, we cover. Oh no, we cover this. Even if by some fluke ref, wrong calls us, burns us on a challenge or whatever, I think we still cover 6.5. Hey, y'all gambling addicts out there. Hey, are there any gambling addicts out there? Y'all take this 6.5 point spread? I take the over. For sure, I take the over. 43.5 points. I would easily take the over on this no matter what. No matter what, I slide my way into the over. Hold up. Say word, okay. Had to make sure, but yeah. This is definitely, without a question, the over. But this spread though, I think you cover. I think we cover 6.5. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the draft picks around there, it was pretty. I think it was pretty easy for us to assume that Greg Little will be there at, what was it, 47? Didn't we trade from 47 to 37? I could be wrong. I think it was 47 to 37. Or was that 43 to 33? I'm not sure, but it was 10 spots. We don't? Oh, that's Rage Drill. But yeah, for sure, I'll take the over on that. We probably do cover. I think we cover. I think we win. We could probably win this game, but I don't know. That this line is so low, bro. This line being 43.5 is so damn low. And I'm not sure if Vegas is disrespecting us. Hold on, let's see the other games too. I'm not sure if Vegas is not showing us love or not showing the Chargers love. I really can't tell who are they disrespecting here? But it's someone. But it's for sure someone. Did we not? I didn't see the line. All right, yeah, I didn't see. No, I didn't see the spread. But we definitely went over. That was definitely over. I think we went over in both of our games. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually 100% sure we went over in both of our games. 11-point favorites. 11.5. Indy against the Jets. How do you call this an 11.5 point? Wait, the 11.5 point favorites, and the score doesn't get over 44. Are you serious? What do you think the score is going to be? What? 10 to 21? Actually, could be it. Actually, the Jets are kind of bad, but 11.5 points. You maybe take that. You can't take that. You can't take that. 11.5 is disrespectful though. This is actually, this game right here is actually disrespectful. 11.5 point favorites. That is rude on so many different levels that I almost call it racist, but it's not racist. I want to call it racist. I really do. But racist against who? I don't know. I have no idea, but it's something. Yeah, Vegas isn't like us or them, but that's being shown. Yeah, with the line, I don't like it at all. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Bovada's kind of weird. Bovada is kind of weird. You know what? I haven't played DFS at all this year. I haven't played. No, well, I haven't played. NFL DFS. Now NBA, we've been going dummy. But yeah, I haven't played. NFL DFS yet. I might have to this week. I think I will actually. Yeah, low key. Hey, I looked it up, and apparently, when you're getting that kind of shot for whatever it is, that shot in your back for your ribs or whatever, apparently puncturing your lung is kind of common. I didn't know that, but apparently it's like one of those things where you can't even sue because when you get injections for your ribs, it happens kind of often. Like at that point, you better the NFL is already like way too gung ho on giving dudes perks and other kind of pills and whatnot for pain and whatnot. I'm just saying, look, if I develop a quick little addiction, it's gonna have to be that because I'm not letting you get me an injection in my ribs and it's like not even people just yeah you might get your lung punctured. It's like nah son, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna have to risk my mental health with these pills. I'm gonna have to risk my mental health with these pills. Do we trust Reggie as a full-time starter? No. It's gonna be a running back by committee. Yeah, it's gonna be by committee. Easily. But I mean, other than that, let's look at the depth chart. What's it look like? Cool. Look, there's some real monsters up and down this defense. Joey Bosa, we know what he does. Linval Joseph is not a household name, but Linval Joseph is a name you need to know. Linval Joseph is a name you need to know. Melvin Ingram, I mean, what you want to know? What you want to know about Melvin Ingram? Wait. Yeah. What you want to know about this man? And then I think Denzel Perryman isn't that great, but he can put some work in if he needs to. Casey Hayward is a monster. Nasir Adderley is a dude who you gotta really respect. I mean, Chris Harris Jr. is another guy who you have to respect, and they've also had guys get injured on their squad. The Chargers get injured every single year. This defense is a problematic, and it's gonna be hard to solve it. Curtis should be our starting running back? No, not at all, not at all. Curtis is not not a regular running back. I would not do that. I would not do that. Because now you limit the passing game. You make the DBs have to work so much easier. It's a much easier job if you have Curtis Samuel running the ball 20 plus times a game. You're not even testing their DBs. Nah. You don't pay Mike Davis $3 million to say, okay, don't play any more games. Don't run the ball anymore for us. Oh, our starter got hurt. Okay, take this $3 million to work out our facilities and have some free hoodies and cleats and whatnot. That's not how it works. Yeah, the Chargers secondary is real. Chargers secondary is one of the best. Their biggest problem is they be getting hurt sometimes. Curtis just alright. Nah, Curtis is good. I like Curtis a lot. His first year he was hurt. Second year, it was kind of weird for him. It was kind of a weird situation for him. Last year, you know what happened, and this year, we actually have a receiver core. We actually have several dudes who can catch the ball. The good thing for him is this man Joe Brady does not like tight ends. Joe Brady saw how bad what's dude's name? I always forget dude's name, but hold up. That was not a good one. What's his first name? Thaddeus. I knew his name. I was never gonna guess. Thad Moss. I was thinking Brad. I know it's not Brad. This black kid's name is not Brad. But yeah, Thad Moss. He saw how bad he was. Now Thad Moss was not very good at LSU. But he said, I will never trust a tight end again in my life so long as I live. And he said, I never heard of a Man Hurts, and I never heard of a Thomas. Y'all ain't touching this rock. Y'all better block, and y'all better just walk the other way. When you ask me about when you're getting receptions, you better look away. He said like Kanye said, when you see close your eyelids. If you see another person on the team running a route, getting the ball thrown their way, you bet not ask me about you, because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't about to happen. Yeah, Mike's not bad. I would shop Curtis now, see what pick we can get. Yeah, Panthers fans don't like to hear that, but I find it really hard for us to extend Curtis for next year, keep Taylor Moton, and also have a chance to keep DJ Moore. I just don't know how locking up all that money right now is going to work for free agency and moving forward in the future. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. I think it's a problem. I don't want to get rid of... It's not like I don't like Curtis Samuel and don't think he's a valuable member of the team. It's just that you probably get more out of him now than you would out of the team as a whole if you sign him to a long-term deal along with Taylor Moton and DJ. It is what it is. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. We don't use tight ends at all. It's stupid. But isn't the spread offense supposed to be a big part of it? A big part of what? The reason why we're not using our tight ends? Is that what you mean? Shotgun with the tight end in the backfield? If you mean, I think what you're talking about, that's called pistol. If the tight end was right beside the quarterback, then that's pistol. Unless you mean, if there was a running back beside him, then that's probably pistol. If it was a tight end on one side and running back on the other, that's just split. It was probably split close. Probably didn't run any split with anyone out wide. Also, if we didn't run split, I think it probably wasn't Arma. Probably was. So it was probably pistol. We're probably in pistol strong, something like that. If it was a tight end in the backfield. For the tight end, yeah, sure, but still, I mean, you may as well just get rid of Ian Thomas then. You may as well try to shop him if you aren't going to use him. There's no real need to have him on the team. Like, you may as well use him as you can probably get a fourth, at least get a fourth for him, and then just bring in another blocking tight end, or just bring in a tackle who just blocks, and just have Chris Manhertz get his two or three targets a game. Yeah, Robbie's good. I like Robbie a lot, actually. I'd rather re-sign Robbie than trade Curtis. If you re-sign Robbie, you definitely trade Curtis. Empty yards. I mean, I don't know about empty, but just bad turnovers. That's the only telling part of the story. Yeah, the 387 yards is good. That's good. Those are good numbers. Those weren't all, trash time numbers, garbage time numbers. Those weren't Dak Prescott numbers, last year. The fact is, he had 2 picks, fumble, and just timely mistakes, or I guess untimely mistakes. Yeah, but I would never put the whole game on Teddy though. I would never put the whole game on Teddy, but there are definitely problems all over the field. It was Olsen in the back next to Cam, and okay, so that was split then. That was split. But we did run a lot of pistol with Cam though. We ran a lot of pistol with Cam. If we don't play Ian Thomas, then he won't even be worth a fourth. I mean, I don't know if that's a scheme thing, but I think Ian Thomas is worth a fourth. Like, a lot of times when I talk about, like, people wanting to trade players, like someone said trade Dante, or, if someone said trade Vernon Butler last year, I was like, okay, you want to trade them, but what would you give up as the Panthers to get Vernon Butler? Like, what would you give up? What would you give up as the Panthers to bring in Dante to your team? If you don't want him, then why would another team want him? Or why would another team give you something for him? I think Ian Thomas has enough value to at least bring a fourth. Especially if a team needs a tight end pretty badly. But I would maybe wait a little bit, because tight ends probably do get hurt kind of often. He has value, though. I think Ian has value. But it's kind of hard to show off that value when we're not using him at all. Yeah, Curtis look really good to New England, but you don't trade with Bill Belichick. You're always going to get finessed. I would never trade with Bill Belichick because you're always going to get finessed. Doesn't matter. You will always get finessed. Yeah, that's true. But we're talking about scheme, though, for the spread. I feel like the spread is no excuse to completely ignore your tight ends. You wouldn't just completely ignore them. Yeah. But I mean, if you don't get a fourth, you'll at least get a fifth, and that's just a 1-round downgrade. It's not horrible getting a little bit of value back. Maybe you can just go for it. Maybe you can say a fourth in 2 years. Maybe you say, okay, maybe you don't get a fourth in 2021, but if you get a fourth in 20... Would I take that? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Maybe a fourth and a fifth in 2022. Did you watch the game? You like Teddy, don't you? Talking to me? I don't think you're talking to me. Maybe you are. I don't know. Well, okay, yeah. With Coney Ealy, no one knew. Look, no one knew Coney Ealy was going to be that bad. No one knew Coney was going to get that bad. Coney Ely fell off completely. So did, oh man, there was someone else who he got rid of, and he just completely just forgot how to play football. It was bad. It was bad. Tennessee could be a good team. A.J. Brown's he's a great receiver. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's no Jake Delhomme. America was right. But, yeah, I think we have a good chance. I think we have a really good chance. I would say the biggest way to try to shake a rookie off his game is to get pressure. That would be the obvious thing to say. But just like last week when I said when I said that, you know, Mike Evans doesn't like press coverage, does not like someone in his face at the line of scrimmage, the same question comes up again this week. Who's going to do it? Who's going to be the player on the team who gets pressure and gets this man Justin Herbert off his breaks, off his places he wants to be his spots, get off his spots, get him moving around, have him try to extend plays. Now they have players who can really get going. Keenan Allen is one of the most slept on receivers in the league. You could argue he's a top 8. I would say top 10 is easy, but top 8, top 7-ish, you could argue your way in there if you start getting to, I guess, you know, second level analytics if you really wanted to. But Keenan Allen is extremely slept on, right? They have a really good O-line. And Hunter Henry, now look, Darren Waller, the Raiders really blessed us one time. The Raiders really blessed us one time and didn't use Darren Waller to the extent they really could have. But if the Chargers decide to use this man, Hunter Henry, the way they could use Hunter Henry, it's going to be a problem the likes of which we ain't never seen before. Because I'm going to say it again, we have literally not a single person on this team who can cover a tight end. Jeremy Chin can, but Jeremy Chin is not going to follow Hunter Henry around both sides of the ball. You find out what Jeremy Chin is, he's not going to be switching around very often. The team's not going to switch him, right? The team's not going to switch Jeremy Chin wherever he's at to match and mirror Hunter Henry. Then what you do is you put him in motion and say, okay, well, Hunter Henry, you just go on this side of the formation. What are you going to do? You're going to move Jeremy Chin? You're going to move Jeremy Chin to the other side? I want to see it happen. It ain't going to happen. Hunter Henry has a chance to be a big problem. Nah. That's Devontae Adams. I would take Reek over. I guess you could start arguing it. Talk about Reek. I would talk about. Can I really say Chris Godwin yet? Maybe not. I would say OBJ in an actual decent scheme. He played with Eli Manning and now in a weird scheme with the Browns. I would still say OBJ is someone to be reckoned with in the league. I can't argue Devontae Parker, although he could be moving on up. He could be moving on up. Would never argue Amari. Maybe you could. Maybe you could. Wait, where's Mike Evans? Wait, no. Where's Mike Evans? No. I'm putting Mike Evans above him. I wouldn't say 5, but 6. Yeah, 6. I would argue. 6. You have a debate. I wouldn't put Keenan Allen above Mike Evans. But yeah. Had to think though. But the thing is, I had to think about it though. I had to think kind of hard. Yeah, I don't know. I would put him. I think Mike Evans and Reek above him. You still Doge it, but okay. Dodge? What? Yeah, the thing is, yeah, the big thing about getting a rookie off his game. Look, if he ain't fold under the pressure of playing against the Charge or the Chiefs, and that is some huge pressure. That's some huge pressure. He ain't fold under that. It's gonna be very hard to convince me that he folds under the pressure of playing this Panthers defense. But I still think this team can get a chance to win if there isn't actually an offensive scheme. Now the defense is gonna give up. The defense is gonna give up. I think we see a little bit of something more out of the D, perhaps. But I think this game is gonna come down to what kind of adjustments this offense can make. Yeah, Metcalf is moving up. But the biggest thing about me and ranking lists is that I need to see it consistently, which is why, I didn't call DJ a top 5 or even 7 or 8 receiver after his year last year. He looked good his rookie year, looked good last year, but I wouldn't put him in that conversation just yet. But yeah, it's really hard, to really think about the top 5-ish receivers. Once you get to 6 and 7-ish, it's a whole lot of dudes in the list. It's a whole lot of dudes in that list. Is Tom washed up? Tom has been washed up. He's been imagine Tom Brady with an even bottom half of the league defense. He's had a top 10 defense for all but 2 years of his career. All but 3 years of his career. Come on. Always had a top 10 defense, and it wasn't just like they were 10th and 9th every year. They were up there. Imagine Tom Brady if he had to work with a much worse defense. Let's be real. Yeah, I think Teddy's good. Got to work on consistency. I think consistency in a very clear cut game plan around getting guys confident early. You got to get guys confident early. If you can establish the run game, that would be cool because they're not. Look, these teams are looking to come in fast. Actually, what you might want to do is work on the screen game. Have these dudes think they can just bring the pressure, just run straight up field at you, coming off the edge or whatever, and make them slow down a little bit with the screen pass. If you can establish a little bit of the run, then you can also get to play action and start to make moves like that. But these Chargers know that they don't have to go up against C-Mac. They're gonna be trying to gun for Mike Davis and Reggie Bonifant heavily. They're gonna try to bring pressure all the time. So I think getting the ball out of Teddy's hands very quickly. I would not run the receiver screen. Receiver screens always make me really nervous, especially with the DBs the Chargers have. I just don't like the idea of running those outside screens, especially those naked screens. We ran a naked screen, I think, once in each game so far this year. Didn't like either time we ran it. I think one time we actually got positive yards, but in the Bucks game on the right side of the field, it was ugly. Maybe it was left, but it didn't look good. It didn't look good. What's up? Okay. You can just stand right there. Do you think we will draft a quarterback? No. I do not. How far will the Patriots go with Cam? Probably get 10 wins. They'll get 10 wins. They won't get a bye this year. For sure. I'm not even sure they win the division because the Bills look real. The Bills look actually real this year. And that's no knock against the Patriots or Cam. The Bills look serious this year. It might come down to tiebreakers, honestly. I can see the Bills and the Patriots both having the kind of deal, both having the same record. But speaking of trades and finessing, the Browns have to trade OBJ, right? The Browns have to trade OBJ, right? So what if Bill Belichick gets OBJ for Cam? Then it might be a Rapperino. It might be a Rapperino. Yeah, the Bills are cool. I wouldn't be mad at the Bills, showing a little some. All I'm saying is, when this year do you think Rule's going to say that it's a rebuilding year instead of saying other than that? Matt Rule said that the second he was hired. Matt Rule definitely said this numerous times. He said it so many times it'll actually scare you. Matt Rule said it several times this offseason. David Tepper said it several times this offseason. Joe Brady said it multiple times when he was hired. It's been very clear to everyone that they believe this is a rebuilding period. Yeah, they'll get one of them. Wait, I thought you were responding to Monty. Yeah, if they get OBJ, it's going to be a whole different story. It's going to be a whole different thing. Where are we at? Whoa, I've been streaming for 2 hours? That's crazy. Low key, this has been a kind of decent stream so far where I didn't get mad about... What's that, light? Oh, it's light. I didn't get mad about how long I was streaming. And I drank enough water to where it wasn't really a problem. Hold up, though. I want to see what the games are. I'll look at it with y'all. Actually, I'll look at it with y'all. Oh, shit. Y'all wasn't supposed to see what the background picture is on the stream. What are the 1 o'clock games? What's the Fox game tomorrow? I'm assuming the game on Fox in my area is... I hope it's not the Falcons-Bears. I know it is a Fox game. It probably is not... Is this on Fox? Probably not the best spot to look at this. Low key. Hey, y'all know? Hey. What was the... Do y'all know what the game is for Carolina? Or for this region? Is it the Falcons game? If it's Falcons Bears, I might cast that game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about going from 1 to 7. Because this week I'm definitely making this video right after the game. I probably don't. Actually, you know what? I probably don't do that. It's okay, yeah. It's Chicago Falcons. All right, cool. I think it will be Chicago Falcons. No, I'm not going to cast that game. Actually, we're in a pretty good spot. These are all good. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not all good games. No, they're not all good games. What's the best game of this time? Oh, obviously this one. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm definitely watching this Raiders. Hold up. Wait a second. Wait. Oh, man. I would maybe think about doing that. Raiders Patriots. I don't know if I will, though. I don't know if I will. I probably won't. Probably won't. Sucks we're on CBS, though. I hate being on CBS. For some reason, I feel like CBS's production always feels a little weirder than Fox. I don't know why, but if you have Cowboys, Seahawks, obviously that's going to be the Fox game. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I think this is the 2 games, yeah. Definitely it's going to be these 2 games. Definitely this is the Fox game for sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. But yeah, start off slow and Leno find a way to choke. Yes, sir. So we're gonna go ahead and get our first win next week or tomorrow. A little bit later than usual, but we will get our first win of the year. I'm still gonna do the pregame stream at noon. I'm not gonna cast the Patriots Raiders game, just so I know for sure that I can get this video out tomorrow night. It's gonna be a little bit tighter just because the game ends at 7:30 ish or whatever. So yeah. So still gonna have the pregame stream at noon. Going over the game again, talking about doing my predictions for all the games, and talking about this Patriots Raiders game as well. But yeah, until then, Thursday. Oh yeah. Ain't that crazy? Where's it at? Yeah, isn't this crazy? I remember what it was like a few years ago. They had literally the two worst teams. I think actually this might be the same kind of matchup, but it was the two worst teams in back to back prime time slots. It was so bad. No, it wasn't. It wasn't back to back prime time. It was back to back Thursday nights. I think the first year they introduced Thursday night games, it was literally all bad teams. Like they scheduled it so wrong. It was all bad teams on Thursday, except for like 1 or 2 weeks. It was horrible. I was like, nah, I can't do Thursday night games. I like seeing more football, but y'all cannot be having this schedule look like this. Like it was horrible teams for most of the season. But yeah, this is a heartbreaker. I'm gonna watch it if there's no basketball on. Like I wanted to watch more of this Dolphins Jags game, but I had to watch my team do a little something. You feel me? I had to watch my team put a little work in. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. This was a good stream, I think. I think we all learned, we all grew, and we're gonna have only positivity. I only want to see positivity from now on. We're gonna have nothing but positivity, and I'm gonna see if we can speak into the universe the same kind of positivity that we want to see. I'm gonna try to be the change that I want to see in the world. So we're only gonna speak positivity, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about here after the game. And all next week, we're gonna only see positivity. I'm gonna try out positivity until, let's see, we got this game versus the Chargers. We got the Cards. We're going to try out positivity until the middle of October. And we're going to see. We're going to see how... I'll give it a full month. I'll go 4 games. 4 straight weeks. 4 straight weeks of nothing but positivity. We're going to find something out. One way or another, we're going to find something out. Quick little 4-game streak for the Panthers. I'm calling it right now. Bet your house on it. All right, y'all. Let's come to the stream. Y'all really did come through. My dude, what was his name? His shit rhymed. It was Daniel Stansel, I think. Daniel Stencil? I think it was Daniel Stencil or Daniel... Oh, I feel bad. I gotta look it up. I ain't gonna fuck his name up. I was right. It was Daniel Stansel. My dude Daniel Stansel came through with the membership at the my captain level. And Trifity did come through with the $350 today, both here and on Cashapp. He showed a little love, showed some support for the stream. Really did appreciate that. But for right now, y'all, I'm going to call it. We'll be back on tomorrow at noon, coming at y'all live. And if I am feeling really, really generous, I might talk about the first quarter of the Patriots Raiders game. I might go to the half. We'll see how that works out. But I will try to do the casting for the game, for our game. I think I will. Starting at 4:05. So I'll let you know all the details tomorrow at noon. Thanks for coming to the stream, and I'm about to be out. Y'all stay safe. Wash your hands. Yes, sir. There's right there. Yeah, Daniel, I don't think I've seen you type in the chat once, low key, but you really did show some love today. But yeah, Wash your hands, cover your face, stay healthy out there. Weather's getting a little colder. Well, not where I'm at. It stays in the 70s and 80s. It is like, this is kind of stupid. I don't know what I'm doing this right now. It is 85 here. And the low is 65. But I'm sure it's becoming fall where y'all staying at. Look, y'all just stay